So it continues, another day. Got a bit of chocolate on my t-shirt and I'm trying to get more room. As you can see, we're still trapped in. We've got some storage working now, but I want to get this side of the room sorted. I'm going to take the bikes out. We're going to just keep them in the house for a bit until I actually build a bike shed for them. But I'm going to build, because I've got these pieces of wood, these large pieces, which obviously won't be going on shelves. Where's my fingers? I can't control you. There you are. There's all these bits, desk pieces, all bits of wood like that. They're not going to be going on a shelf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little trolley that I can stack wood on. The idea was to potentially do that next, but I've just realised one thing and I'm glad I did. I was going to build it outside because I have no room in here. If I build it outside, it will never fit into this building because I've got to get it through that door frame. So I need to build it in here. To build it in here, I need space. I don't have any at the moment. So I think what the plan's going to be is to build what we've got here, and bear in mind this is only 5 shelves deep. Do the same over here and potentially make it 15 shelves deep. And the reason being, where I've got pieces of wood like that, they're just odd bits, you know what I mean, but they take up a shelf, just bits like that. So there's going to be plenty of small random pieces. So if I can get a nice 15 deep shelf on the back, from back there to there, so we can just put the crap on it, and then underneath it is going to be the actual storage for bits like this, and hopefully that should start to free up some space. So, moving more crap. Right, so we've got some working area at last. Bikes are gone. I'm going to reuse them. Don't know what for, but they're too good, so we shall be reusing them. So now we've got the problem of the water filtration system. I don't need a water filter. The reason the guy put it in, I think I said in the previous video that this building was housing for marijuana, hence why there's like burn marks and all that lot. We had all the lamps and everything. So yeah, the guy put that in originally for his weed grow. At the moment it just feeds off into the washing machines, so I still need it, but I don't need a filter on it necessarily. So what I'm going to try and do now is just see how easy it is to just cut this and put it into here. These are push fit, so I'm assuming I can hopefully just use the parts together. So I'm going to have a quick go, see if I can do it. If not, I'm going to have to remount up the wall because this bracket is now in the way, because what we did there I want to replicate here, so we need to move that and that. So I need to tackle this first. I think I've stopped it, we'll see. I've got a bucket under, so we'll see how much this sprays in my face, if at all. I think we're okay. Don't spray my face. Don't spray my face. That's looking alright. Sounds like I'm having a wee. Oh, that makes sense. Right. Make sure that's tight, that's tight. We turn it back on. Well, that looks good. Right, after all that, we're having a change of plan. The idea was to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there, and I've just measured from there to there, and it's 170. Not a great deal of space. So I've just measured like odd pieces of wood that I've got. Most of them are about 180, so it would protrude past the door. And also you got these bits. Both of these are sitting on 2 pegs each. That's ideal. But they're about 90 a piece. So what's that? 180. So with that being 170, again, 180, it's going to protrude past there. I've measured this wall, that's 190. So it's going to make more sense to actually put it on this wall now. So now we need to move all this. Right, we've got the first one in. Didn't record it, there was lots of effort behind it. Problem being, when I'm trying to put the wood in like that, I keep banging into this. I had to disconnect that. There's a power cable in the way. I was going to drill the power cable through it, but I don't know where the power plugs are going yet. I'm just going to get all these up, then I can work about it, because we need power points all the way over here yet, and there's only one in this room. We also need lights, so all the actual power stuff can be done later. So that's 1 in, 3 to go, and I need to shift all this and work out what the hell's going on. Alright, so we've changed the places now. We've got all 4 of them up. We've got a little helper. You alright, Jess?
Mummy.
Are you going to say hello?
Mummy.
No, I'm Daddy. Mummy's playing Mario. Daddy's doing DIY. So yeah, they're done, and all we need to do now is make these pieces of wood with holes in them, and I've also been out and got a load more of the broom handles. So let's make them and chuck them on. But has it been a hard day of graft? Say yeah.
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 It's good.
So that's the first one of the large ones now done. Bastard! I've just snapped me cheap ass Gorilla Pod and it's done me well, but I've just snapped this bit off it now, so I can't sit the camera on top, so I've got nothing to actually I'm gonna have to put you that would do. Don't wobble, don't fall. But I tell you now, clamps are one of them things, once you start using them, you can't live without them. And that is another set done. I've already chucked something up there because it was getting in my way. But I don't know if I'm going to add another one or not. I assume most things are going to fit that. I'm just going to chuck a load of wood on and then see if that's needed. If it is, all of it can come off the wall again and we'll go and make a 4th one. But that is looking pretty good now. Nice lot of room underneath as well, so I can actually have a cart that will bump up to there, bump up to there. I don't know what's going on yet. But we are getting somewhere. I already think I do need to put the other one on. Mainly because when it's that size, it's absolutely fine. When it's a size like this, that's perfect. But this means this is completely useless now because this can't connect to anything else. So if I had an extra one here, then they could use that one and that one, and then this side can use that one and that one. So I think it's going to give me more space by just adding one more in. And just to let you know, I don't normally leave this kind of crap in wood. It's because I dismantled the bed yesterday and quickly ripped just a couple of pieces of wood out, and I haven't had time to sit down and get rid of them. So yeah, we're gonna make one more, sadly. So I've done the 4th one. It's now on there. We've got plenty of storage. I'm a very happy chap here. Still got more to fill in, but we've got bits all lying around now. The next step was to get ourselves some nice storage for the actual straight pieces of wood. But I'm not going to do it because to build it I need a working area. So what I'm going to do is stack all the wood over there, mainly so I can actually get an idea of how much wood I've got, and then I know how big I need to build it. Second of all, this is just pissing me off now. Everything's all over the place. So I want to just get it all in order. So I'm going to have a clean up, stack it on this side, see how much we've got, and then start eyeing up what's the next job, because there's a few other things to do. I want to have a shelf underneath here, so I'm not using a tool, it can go underneath. I want to get the French cleat system on there. There's loads of other little oh, and also we need some lights, because as you can see in here, it's quite dull today. Camera's doing quite well to lie to you and say it's actually quite bright, but it isn't. And also I need some power sockets. So either way, to get all this done, we need a working space. So let's get this cleaned. And now we have a clean room with so much space. Oh, I'm so happy. But everything's still chucked up on the shelves. We need to get a load of stuff along here. All the tools want to be on this wall. And I need to put things in crate boxes and organise better. But either way, that's all on there, which is all good. I want to build a unit under there so I can store them when I'm not using them. We've got that pile of wood now, which to me is too big. I'm going to downsize some of this stuff. Some of it I'm going to throw, some of it I'm going to be using anyway to make a contraption to hold it all, which I think I'm going to put here. That's a bit of a mess. I've thrown a few, you got all these loose bits, which again, I need to build something for. But we are looking good, but we have a nice space here. We could probably, I don't know, put like a table saw there. What's this? So I've just been and picked this up today, mainly because I said I was going to give myself a budget of £100. I think I'm only about £80 into it. I may have crept up to 100, but this room's been transformed. It might not visually be beautiful to you guys, but to me, oh, it's so much easier to be able to walk, pick things, know where everything is. So anyway, that only cost me 100 quid. But at the same time, I want to be able to create whatever I want to do. So I've got pretty much most of the tools to do the jobs. But the one thing I'm lacking is a table saw, and it will make my life so much better for having one. So I've been to pick this up for £105. Now I know it's not the greatest table saw in the world, but with like most tools, what I tend to do is I will go with a semi-cheapish one. When I got one of these, it was a very cheap one, did the job, but made me realise what I actually wanted out of the tool. So then I ended up paying a bit more money for getting this. Again, this is probably going to last me maybe a year or two, and then I'll upgrade again. So the thing is, I never want to go to the nth degree and get the best tool, because it will be too much of a tool for me. It will be too powerful, I won't use it to its full potential. So I thought I'll start with a £100 one, see how we go. Maybe in a year I don't like it, I can always sell it and then get the next size up. So we're going to build that now. Apparently it's easy to do, but takes 2 hours. So I've got the space for it now, and we're going to try and build the table saw. Well, that's the start. The actual instruction guide isn't a book, so that makes me happy. Right, there she is, and there's all the parts. There's a fair amount of bits. I can't see it being 2 hours though, but famous last words. So it is starting to take shape, and I've cocked up a few times. Everything's all good. It's just a case of me putting the wrong parts on, or jumping a step ahead, or adding a bolt when it's not needed and then going, where's the bolt? And realising what I shouldn't have done. But anyway, we've got it up. I didn't realise that you could spin this to actually bring the blade higher. So I was working with my fingers down there trying to actually get some bolts in them before I thought, wait a minute, I could just rise it. So yeah, we're getting in there. We're actually putting all the fancy bits on the end, and then we'll put the legs on, and we'll be able to see how tall she is. And voila, she is built. She's a big old gal, and yeah, I'm impressed with it. I've had a play, I'm not gonna lie, a bit scared of it. But I've got my push stick, but I also want to make, I think, like, I don't know, featherboard or something that pushes it to the side as well. I'm going to go and spend tonight looking on YouTube, seeing how people use them, because they all make sense, you know what I mean? You'd line that up, I can twist it 90 degrees, I can actually change how much the blade sticks out, so that's all fine. I just want to see what people add to theirs to make it even safer. So I've had a go. I think it's because it's so loud. When you turn it on, it's yeah, that in itself just makes me go, yeah, that's my fingers going. Right, so I've had a few more goes now. I'm starting to get that hang of it. This one's come out really, really nice. The only thing I've noticed is it's slightly trying to lift up. So what I want to do is get some thinnish wood to kind of like pin it down in place, and one to pin it to the side. So I think they're called feather boards. I can't quite remember, but anyway, definitely YouTube's gonna give us the answer for that one. But this is pretty much the size of what I'm going with the French cleats. So the idea is gonna be, we're gonna have rows and rows of wood all attached to the wall like that, with a nice little 45-degree angle taken out of it. And then we're gonna make some other ones that will fit in the top of them. And that means I should be able to just pull the entire shelf away, which will be full of tools, and then I can use them. But I don't need to pull the shelves away. I'll probably leave the shelves on there all the time, but the point is I can disconnect them and rearrange the entire tool shelf as and when I want. So I can make custom pieces of wood for it all, but shift them all around, and that will make it much easier for me. So yes, very happy. I'm going to have a shower now and have a nightmare about this thing that's going to murder me.